10 of the most important principles of instructional technology and distance education are presented in this document. The successful mastery of academic content, once viewed entirely as the learner's responsibility, is now considered a shared responsibility among the three major players: the student, the instructor, and the educational institution. Principle 1. Analyze your learner. The first step in planning a lesson is to identify and analyze the learner's characteristics. Principle 2. Develop a sense of community. Learning experiences based on interaction and collaboration support learning communities while building a support network to enhance learning outcomes. Multiple interactions, group collaboration, and cooperative learning may provide increased levels of interaction. Principle 3. Select appropriate media and methods. Media and methods chosen will be dependent on the nature of content, learning goal, access to technology, the learning environment, and the learning styles of the learners. Principle 4. Be familiar with the media format and the instructional materials. As a facilitator, it is important that there is familiarity of the media type and instructional materials so that the use can be fully demonstrated and give assistance where needed. It is therefore necessary that the facilitating instructor be aware of technological advances and, where possible, be able to offer assistance when needed. Principle 5. Provide and maintain support for students. The institution may support the student. Students must have access to resources to support their efforts and to assure them that they will be able to meet their class obligations without undue stress. They need a wide array of support resources, which should include the proper equipment, library access and support personnel, and technology support personnel. This is especially important to alleviate the feelings of separation and anxiety that students often feel due to distance. Principle 6. Motivate the learner. Motivation often leads to successful learning. Keller's ARCS model identifies 4 attributes of instructions that can motivate learners. 1. Gaining the learner's attention. 2. Making learning relevant to the learner. 3. Ensuring that the learner feels confident and that the teachings can be mastered. And 4. Ensuring that the learner is satisfied with the learning experience. Principle 7. Assess the learner. When you explicitly state student outcomes, you can create assessments that measure the targeted knowledge and skills. Learners must demonstrate that they are acquiring knowledge and skills through instructions. Both formation and summative assessments should be used in determining this. Formative assessments serve to measure progress and provide feedback, whereas summative assessments are graded assignments that assess knowledge of content. Principle 8. Provide opportunities for immediate feedback. In conjunction with having opportunities to practice, learners need to receive feedback about their performance. Students also need to be aware that comments given should be incorporated into subsequent performance and have positive influence on the quality of their learning. Principle 9. Be a facilitator, do not dictate. The instructor's roles shift to that of the facilitator rather than directly leading the class. And Principle 10. Evaluate and revise. Evaluation and revision are essential to the development of quality instructions. Evaluate your students and the instructional experience.